יש שם עכשיו על בית המקדש? אז מה יקרה עם המסגד? יישבר? אם מכן פגש בשנה האחרונה ילד ערבי?
איפה פגשת ילד ערבי? ליד הכותל.
דיברת איתו?
לא, הוא דחף אותי, אבל לא...
ומה קורה כשאתם רואים ילד ערבי? מה אתם מרגישים?
פשוט זעם.
זעם? מה קורה כשאתם פוגשים ילד חילוני? למה אתה מרחם עליו כשאומרים לך חרדי? מה הוא מפסיד?
הוא לא הולך לשמוע.
כשאתם חושבים על ירושלים בעוד 10 שנים, כולם חרדים?
לא כולם חרדים, ערבים חלק...
כולם יהודים, יש גם ערבים.
תהיה משיח, הבנתי, כן, מה אתה אומר?
שלא חווה כל הערבים. חלק מהם יהיו עבדים. קיבלת את כל הסיפור.
יש גם ערבים.
תהיה משיח, הבנתי, כן, מה אתה אומר?
שלא חווה כל הערבים. חלק מהם יהיו עבדים.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors unto the apostles, bishops, and elders of the great millstone who taught us His truth. Shalom also to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, and to the speckled birds scattered throughout the 4 corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening. To you I say Shalom. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson on the brother Khadashia from the GMS Chicago camp, coming back at you with another short, Lord willing, edifying lesson. And as you can see in this clip right here that I got from Instagram, and it was basically a classroom setting in Israel, and this lady who's basically reporting on the things, you know, that are going on in this classroom, she starts to ask the children, you know, what they think about the Arabs and so on and so forth. And this kid said that in their kingdom, when the Messiah comes, that there's going to be Arabs and that they will be slaves and that they're all going to die, but a good majority of them, a part of them, is going to become slaves. All right. And these are the things that Vocab Malone doesn't like to speak about, man. All right. He actually, you know, when it comes to the Hebrew Israelites, he loves to chase us down. He loves to show up to where we camp at. He likes to make all these videos about us, but he's never making any videos about what the Israelis believe and what they teach their children, man. This is a classroom setting. And they all believe this, man. All right. They all believe that, you know, that basically when the Messiah comes, they're going to have slaves and kill all the Arabs, man. Which, you know, there's videos, literal videos of Netanyahu reading a verse from the Bible and calling the Palestinians Amalekites, man. But there's no videos from Vocab Malone bringing out that information, man. All right. It shows you the hypocrisy and the bias that, you know, Vocab Malone is displaying on his channel, man. You see, is really, you know, is disingenuous, man. All right. And, you know, really is discrediting him at the same time, because, you know, all throughout America, people are waking up to the reality that their country has been hijacked by the Amalekites, man. And a lot of these people are waking up. That's why all this shameful spewing is coming out, man, on these Edomites, especially Amalek, because the scriptures tell you in Habakkuk 2:16, it says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." And that's what's happening to the nation of Esau, Edom right now, man. They're being filled with shame for glory. Right now, throughout the whole world, the United States of America, especially with their relationship along with Israel, is really, you know, putting a sour taste in people's mouth, man. Everybody hates this country and the views that they hold, especially the politicians, man. You have videos of college students asking politicians such as Mark Rubio and that other guy that was on that, he sat down with, I believe, Ted Cruz. I believe it was Ted Cruz. All right. But they, all these politicians that are going on these media platforms, they're really exposing themselves and their biased views on Israel, man. Everybody in the whole wide world through the internet is seeing how America has a very unnatural, very weird way of supporting this small country. All right. And people are noticing, man. And all these videos that you see, that's why videos like these are being posted on the internet, man. Because people are starting to now do their research on these small hatters, man. And that's why videos like these are being posted, because people are starting to become aware of the ideologies and the things that these so-called small hatters push, man. And because of that, they're being filled with shame for glory, man. The whole world is starting to wake up to Amalek and their weird ideologies and the Talmud and their thought process and the things that they teach their children and the things that they brainwash each other with, man. All right, these small hatters, man, they're bugged out, man. So right now they're being, their foreskin is being uncovered. They're being exposed before the whole earth, man. All right, that shameful spewing is on their glory. Here it is. They have, that country. They've appointed that country into their possession, like it says in the book of Ezekiel, right? It tells you in Ezekiel 36:5 that Esau, Edom would possess and appoint that land into their possession. And they have. These Edomites that are in the land of Israel right now, they're not the people of the Lord, but they have propped themselves up to be the people of the Lord, man. And now the whole world is waking up to their lie, to their bullshit. They're waking up to the reality of who these people are, man. And these are things that Vocab Malone won't touch. These are things that Vocab Malone won't bring up. He wants to come to us and follow us and condemn us and put us in a bad light for the things that we say. When we say these things, we actually support it with the scriptures, man. All right, but here it is, a small hatter in a classroom setting, a child, all right, is saying that they're going to have slaves, all right? And if they think like this, what do you think they're thinking about the Palestinians, man? All right? And at the end of the day, what's going on in Palestine and, what's going on in that area in Gaza and between the Amalekites and the Ishmaelites, all right? All of that is prophecy, man, because that land was parted. That land don't belong to neither of the guys, man. All right, when you read the book of Joel 3:1, it says, "For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel." And this is the times that we are in, man. We're in the times where the Lord is bringing again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, the southern and northern kingdom, all 12 tribes. The Lord is gathering them through his word. All right. So before he actually puts us in the land and delivers us out of Babylon the Great, the elect of the nation of Israel, right now the Lord is sending out the gospel, the good news. All right. He's sending out the message. All right. So that we could repent. And then the Lord is going to bring the captivity and put us in that land. All right. But before that even happens as well, it says that the Lord is going to gather all nations and he's going to bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. So he's going to judge them. All right. The Lord is gathering all these nations because his determination is to gather the nations and assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them his indignation. That's why all these war drums and all these things are happening, man. As Esau, Edom is being exposed and his kingdom is collapsing. And, this place, America, Babylon the Great, is losing its luster. All right. And everybody's waking up to the bullshit of this place and of Esau, Edom, right along with their shameful spewing. All right. These other nations that are allied with America are starting to also hate the whore, man. So everybody is starting to turn on this place, man. And war is right around the corner, man. All right, you got I was watching that video that that video that Elder Apostle Tahar posted with Maduro, the guy from Venezuela. He deployed about 4.5 million troops, I believe, all right, to counteract the U.S. troops that, you know, this administration is sending over that area of the world. So right now, you know, this place is being spread thin, just like the Roman Empire, man. All right, because the Roman Empire, the reason why it fell apart was because it was spread thin. It conquered a big a big plot of land, but the military and the money and the economy and everything was just kind of imploding, man. It spread itself too thin. And that's what America is doing right now. It's spreading itself too thin. All right? It's fighting too many wars. And it's really that's what the Lord has planned. All right? Because the Lord is about to knock this place down, man. All right? All these wars and rumors of wars, man. All these things that are being built up prophetically is all for the end of this place, man. All right? The Lord is bringing this place down, and ultimately is to really gather the nations as well, man. All these proxy wars and different conflicts that are going on all throughout the world, they're really leading up to the big one, all right, where the Lord is going to gather the nations and pour upon them his indignation through his son, all right, in the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. It says, back in verse 2, it says, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. All right, so the Lord is going to judge these nations because what? They have scattered his nation, his heritage, his people, and they also parted his land. All right. And the one that parted the land was Esau, Edom. This is Ezekiel 36:5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. So the Bible tells us through prophecy that in the last days, Idumea, which is the Greek word to describe, is basically the Greek word, the Greek version of saying Esau or Edom. All right. This people would basically appoint the land of Israel, the Holy Land, into their possession, man. You see, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. Look what they're doing in that land, man. They hold the biggest gay parades. They are literally destroying people. All right. From 1948 until 2025, all they've been doing is nothing but conquest. All right. Destroying people, expanding their borders, fighting wars on 7 fronts. And not only that, as they fight those wars on 7 fronts, they also got to fight the media coverage of those wars, man. So these people, you know, all that they have been doing is, you know, killing people, all this bloodshed that they've been doing in their plan to conquer Israel. All right. As they've been doing that, they've also been hiding a lot of the things that have happened. All right. A lot of the reporters, people that cover those different pieces of information that or things that go on over there, those people hide that information or they kill the reporter, man. All right. Or they suppress the actual coverage of that news, man. You see? So now people are waking up, man. That's why videos like these are going out, man. And regardless of whether Esau, you know, people like Vocab Malone, whether they speak on it or not, it doesn't matter because the whole world is starting to really see who these people really are. They're devils, man. They're wicked people. And they're not the people of the Lord. If they were the people of the Lord, why is there not worldwide peace? The scriptures tell us that in the last days, when the mountain of the house of the Lord, you know, would be exalted above all the hills, all nations would flow unto it. That they would beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks, tools of farming. That every man would sit under his own fig tree, man. That they wouldn't learn war anymore. But ever since these people have gone into that land, and from 1948 until now, it's been nothing but chaos in this world, man. And that's because these people are the Edomites. They're not the real people of the Lord. And very, you know, and to really identify who these people really are. They're more than just, you know, they're more than just how do I put it? They're Edomites, but they're the most wicked of all the Edomites, man. They're Amalek. You see, when you go into right here, First Chronicles 1:35, it says the sons of Esau, Eliphaz, Ruel, and Jeush, and Jalam, and Korah, and the sons of Eliphaz, Teman, and Omar, Zephi, and Gatam, Kenaz, and Timnah, and Amalek. So Amalek is the grandson of Esau. You see, and Amalek actually came from a harlot. All right. So when you go into that, you know, when you read who Amalek is, it tells you through prophecy that Amalek would be the first of the nations. All right. It tells you right here, Numbers 24:20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. And how are they the first of the nations? Well, look, we just read in Ezekiel 36 that Edom, Idumea, will take the Holy Land into their possession, right? With the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. Well, that's how they're the first of the nations, man. They've taken the most precious land and have taken it into their possession. They have stolen a heritage, you know. It's basically like stolen valor. You know, all these fucking Edomites over here, you walk around with an army suit on, or army thing on, you know, whatever. And these Edomites will get mad because you're walking around so-called stolen valor. Well, these people that you Americans are defending so much, these people are walking around with a stolen heritage, stolen valor, a stolen name, a stolen land, a stolen everything, man. All right? Even though they're the first of the nations, their latter end is going to be that they perish forever. They might be in control of everything right now, from the banking to the media to the ideologies that people believe in. When you look at most of these ideologies, small hatters are at the forefront of every wicked ideology that these modern people believe in, man. From the new age spirituality to feminism to the LGBT community stuff to the transgenderism to the Satanism to atheism to nihilism to whatever you could think of. These small hatters are at the forefront of that, man. And it's really most of the things that get pushed, these ideologies that get pushed, these small hatters actually fund the people that push these ideologies, man. So these Amalekites, now that people are waking up to the things that they do, hey, man, these Amalekites are about to literally shut down this internet, man. All right, that's another aspect to the downfall of this place. The famine of the word is coming as well, man. You people better get this truth while you can. All right. As much as Vocab Malone is trying to put a bad light on us and whatever, you know, there are still brothers and sisters out there waking up in mass numbers, man. And that's why people like Vocab Malone are trying to put a bad light on the Hebrew Israelite awakening. He tries to call it a movement. It's not a movement. It's not some black nigga fucking movement like the Black Panther bullshit or the Brown Berets or the Young Lords or none of that shit, man. This ain't no black and brown movement, man. This is the awakening, man. And that's why a lot of our people who are awakening in these last days, most of these people like Vocab Malone are coming up against it, man. They don't understand it. They can't really put their finger on it. So all they could really do is put a bad light on it, man. But regardless, as much as this dude tries to put a bad light on it, the whole world has really got their eyes on Amalek, man. They're looking down on these so-called fake chosen people, man. All right? And when the Lord comes back, their latter end is going to be that they perish forever. The Lord is going to put them into slavery and they're going to be destroyed. And it's hilarious, man, because one of their desires is to enslave the world. Amalek wants to enslave the children of Israel, which they effectively already have, you know? The only ones that they haven't gotten is the elect, because we're the Lord's freemen. We're slaves to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We're prisoners of hope, and we're waiting for the Messiah to truly come get us. But these wicked Amalekites, one of their desires is to enslave the world, man. And they're going to try to do it through that B system, through that MOTB. All right, through microchipping everybody, man. So it's hilarious how Amalek, his whole MO was to literally destroy us and to enslave the whole world and the children of Israel. But that's exactly what's going to happen to him. He's going to be destroyed forever. And before he gets destroyed forever, he's going to be enslaved. So everything that he thought to do unto us is going to happen to him. It tells you that in Deuteronomy 19 and 19. It says, Deuteronomy 19 and 19. Then shall you do unto him as he had thought to have done unto his brother. So shalt thou put the evil away from among you. And this is why Vocab Malone comes up against us, because us, the Hebrew Israelites, one of the points of the gospel that we preach is that there's going to be a recompense for everything that these nations have done unto us, especially the so-called white man, that there's going to be justice and judgment and recompense for what they did unto our nation. All right. And so when we bring that point up, he tries to make it seem as though we're preaching something racist, but it's not racist, man. It's actually judgment. It's actually on point, and it's prophetic and it's scriptural. All right. Every time the so-called black man wants to bring up the Bible and read prophecies and scriptures about judgment, oh, now we're being racist. But when Americans were doing it at the conquest of America in 1492, and they were using the Bible to preach the ideology of manifest destiny and to scalp Indians and to kill us by the sword if we didn't accept the cross and Christ and all of that, oh, well, that was indifferent, right? These Edomites are fucking hypocrites, man. Vocab Malone likes to put a heavy emphasis on the Hebrew Israelites, but if he put a heavy emphasis on white Christianity and their crimes, the crimes of Judaism and Zionism and all what the fuck they have been doing since 1948 and before that, why don't you do a video on all the countries that these small hatters gotten kicked out of, man, before they settled in that holy land? All right. The whole world is waking up to Amalek, and Vocab Malone is the only nigga that's not doing a video on them, man. All right. That dude is a paid agent. I wouldn't, man. He's probably Mossad, man. Who knows? All right. Them Mossad niggas be having everybody in their pocket, man. All right. These small hatters, look up how much the AIPAC lobby is paying all of these American politicians, man. All right. About 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, I believe, you know, when they were going to release the Epstein files, all these politicians that were on the case, they all went to Israel, man, to escape. All right. To go on a little AIPAC, you know, whatever, you know, expedition, man, just showing them around in Israel. And then they came back to America and you just stopped talking about the Epstein files, glossing over it like nothing happened, man. These small hatters have a large grip over America, and the whole world is waking up to it, man. People are starting to see that these are not the chosen people. They don't match up with the scriptures. And even Christians are speaking about it, man. It's not just the Hebrew Israelites. It's multiple people on multiple media outlets. All right. You got the people from Young Turks talking about these people. You got Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes, fucking the guys, the people from Redacted, the married couple. You got people on all platforms are speaking against the Amalekites. Why do you think this is happening, man? That's that shameful spewing on their glory. And this is something that Vocab Malone will never speak on. He will avoid it. He'll probably comment and say, it's because you guys are disingenuous. You try to preach a racist ideology. And shut up, man. Shut the fuck up. Your ass is weak as hell, man. We know you're an agent, bro. Stop following us around, man. Go speak on the small hatters. You're talking about you care about Christianity so much. Well, why don't you go and defend Christianity against the small hatters and their Zionist ideology and everything that they preach against America and so-called American Christians when they call you Esav? You want to get mad at the Hebrew Israelites for calling white people Esau, but you never want to say anything against these rabbis who are calling you Esav. They're calling you Edomites too. So why don't you say anything to them? Why aren't you going to synagogues and standing out of synagogues and calling out these Jews, man? You got little Jewish kids talking about they're going to have slaves. The Messiah, when he comes, there's going to be a massive war and the Arabs are going to die and a part of them is going to become slaves. And they're saying this in a classroom, man. In a classroom. So what do you think they learn when they go home? If they're saying this in a classroom setting, so comfortable, so chill, just chilling, laid back, talking about we're going to have Arab slaves when the Messiah comes back, right? If they're saying this comfortably in a classroom setting, what the fuck do you think they talk about when they're at home, when their parents and their family, they're all at the dinner table and their family is there and their cousins are there? What the fuck do you think these people talk about, man? These conversations that these people talk about are now becoming mainstream talk. People from every media platform are exposing the small hatters for what they talk about, for what they believe in, for what they actually, have conversations about, their beliefs. All of that is being exposed, man. That shameful spewing is on their glory, man. Their foreskin is being uncovered, man. They're being exposed. And so everything that these devils thought to do unto us, that's what's going to ultimately happen to him. Just as he thought and devised the plan to erase the name of Israel from off this place, from off the earth, that's what's going to happen to Amalek. His latter end shall be that he perish forever. Just as he thought to cut off our name of Israel, that it may be no more in remembrance, that's what's going to happen to Amalek. He's going to be no longer in remembrance. And before he goes no longer into remembrance, he's going to be in slavery. It's so amazing what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is about to do to this devil, man. How the tables are going to turn. How everything that he thought to do to us is going to happen to him. Wow. This is Psalms 83 and 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. You see that? So that's what these devils thought to do unto us, the nation of Israel. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and you Native Americans. Yes, they wanted to erase you because you are the true Israelites. All right? And when we came to the Americas, hey man, we already didn't know who we were. We already had lost our heritage, man. Even though in America there were certain tribes and peoples that knew that they were Israelites, overall that information and that thing, that information of being an Israelite, that got lost over time, man. So overall, us being in America, we were at a huge disadvantage, man, in so many ways, especially spiritually, man. So now that this gospel, this good news is going out, of course it's a problem to these Edomites, man, because their plan is being, flipped upside down. Esau's plan relied on us being asleep. Esau's plan, relied on us being, in this dead state, not knowing who we were, not knowing our heritage, man. All right. But now that this gospel is going out, this is really, the anomaly in the matrix, man. This is what, this prophetic truth going out, man. This gospel, this good news going out. This is what's really fucked up Esau's plans. All right. And now true judgment is being talked about, man. The things that's going to happen to Esau, Edom, and everything, justice, all of those things are being talked about, man. And we see it. We see prophecy is about to play out, man. This devil's kingdom is about to fall apart, man. And one of the things that we see as this kingdom is falling apart is that shameful spewing on their glory, man. Just as they thought to do unto us, is what's actually going to happen to them. And it's beautiful because, hey, man, that shameful spewing is really a recompense to Esau Edom, because he tried to put, a nasty look on our people, man. All this propaganda and the things that he used the media for to paint us in a bad light all throughout history, man. Look at all these blackface characters and all these weird characters that Esau Edom has put on the media. All these bywords. And of course, Jake do be doing bullshit. But overall, the things that Esau Edom has pushed, he has pushed a very bad, terrible image about all our people, man. He's put a very shameful look on our people. So now the Lord is doing that to him. The Lord is putting a shameful spewing on his glory. The Lord is exposing him and putting all his dirty laundry for the whole world to see. From the Epstein files to the islands to all the weird little rituals that they do in the dark, to the weird fucking gods that they worship, to everything is being exposed on these devils in the last days, man. All right? It's amazing, bro. And at the forefront of all of that confederacy is Esau Edom. It says, verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek. So it mentions Esau Edom twice, man. It mentions Edom and Amalek. All right. The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah. So here it is. All these nations are against us, man. They have basically made a confederacy against us, man. And at the forefront of that confederacy is Esau Edom. All right. Especially Amalek, the grandson of Edom. And that's why the Lord prophetically in Numbers 24, it says that their latter end shall be that they perish forever, man. All right. Because they're at the forefront of most of the things that has poisoned this world, man. That has put this world into gross darkness, and what has made the earth and the people in it covered in that gross darkness, man. They're at the forefront of all these bugged out ideologies, man. From feminism to, all these weird evolution and all these weird things, man. Transgenderism, all this weird shit that's corrupted this earth and the minds of the people. They're at the forefront of all of that, man. And most of our people, they actually, hold to those ideologies, man. That's why most of our people are all bugged out. They're in America all sick and, with fucking mental issues, man. The whole head is sick. And when we tell our people the gospel, the good news, they hate us for it, man. We know we got the truth, man. And we know we got the truth from all the different, from all the different shots that we take from everybody, man. I'm talking about, you got feminists making videos about the Hebrew Israelites. We got fucking, black women making videos about the Hebrew Israelites. We got Christians, Catholics, Arabs, the whole nine. Everybody. People with blue hair, people with green hair, gay people, transgender people, weird people, Jews, fucking Indian people. You got that Irish dude that tried to join the ISUPK. The elder made a video about it. All these fucking people are taking shots at the Hebrew Israelites. All right? And it's all right, because we know we got the 100% truth, man. All right? We know why the Lord, ultimately this truth is going out, man. All right? And whether people are doing it off of a pretense or whatever, Yahushua is still being preached at the end of the day. And brothers and sisters out there, they're going to ultimately see those videos. And if they're part of the elect, they're going to wake up to the true knowledge and repent and come back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. And believe on those names, believe on the gospel, man. All right? And they're going to trust in the judgment and salvation of the Lord. And they're going to wait on him patiently as the Lord has taught us through his word. All right. Through his gospel, through his good news. We know that our redemption, our salvation is near, man. All right. And we know we got the truth. And one of the ways that we know we got the truth is because people like Vocab Malone comes against us, man. But they don't come against Amalek. All right. These are things that Vocab Malone will avoid to speak about. He'll make a video about a Hebrew Israelite sneezing in the Edomite's face while the Edomite was trying to buy a green bean chili burrito. All right. But the Hebrew Israelite, harassed them because he sneezed on their face because they were an Edomite. Like, that's the type of dumb shit that Vocab Malone be trying to cover, man. Here it is. These Amalekites are literally slaughtering children for the whole world to see. You could literally go on TikTok and find videos of that. You could literally go on Instagram and find videos of literally children and their limbs holding on by the skin. Literally holding on by the skin. The limbs literally be fucking, bro, it's disgusting. The videos are literally just nasty, bro. And it's like, it's hard to watch some of these videos, man. But at the end of the day, that's what's happening between these Amalekites and these Ishmaelites. And this is really prophecy, man, because these heathen parted the land that doesn't belong to them. And now the whole world is all caught up and fucking torn over this whole free Palestine bullshit and this whole Amalek bullshit. But it's really prophecy, man. Because the Lord is using this situation that's happening right now to put that shameful spewing on their glory, man. The Lord, man, bro. The Lord is really going to destroy these people, man. And it doesn't matter whether Vocab Malone speaks on this or not, man. We're going to speak on it. And we don't care if you shadow ban our videos, delete our videos. We'll make a whole brand new channel and reload the same video, whole new video, redo it. I don't care, man. All right. But we're going to speak on these things, man, because Vocab Malone, you're scared to speak on these things, man. But we're not scared to speak on Amalek. Fuck Amalek. We're going to fucking speak on this devil and expose him before the whole world. Something that you're scared to do. Something that you got paid not to do. All right. Hey, man. Matter of fact, this is going to be a part 1. I'm going to make this a little because lately, on Instagram has been sending me so many videos of these. Like, I'll just be scrolling on Instagram and I won't even like these videos, man, because if you like the video, Instagram be flagging it, man. They be, these Edomites, they're building algorithms to see what people are liking, man. So I try to avoid liking these videos. I didn't even like this video. All right. But videos like this, about Amalek and the things that they believe in and everything is starting to come out on all different types of platforms, man. And people are, speaking on it. So matter of fact, this is going to be a part 1. I'm going to call it Things That Vocab Malone Doesn't Speak On, part 1. And Lord willing, I'm going to start doing more videos on Amalek and exposing their ideologies and the things that they believe in, man, because their exposure is really tied with the downfall of America, too. Because as Amalek starts to get more exposed, right along with that is going to be America gets exposed, because a lot of Israeli politicians and American politicians are in bed with each other, man. And American politicians and courts and the powers that America holds actually protects these Israeli politicians, man. With that recent situation that just happened last week, you had an Israeli politician that got cut basically trying to get with a minor, and they got caught by before they got caught by the authorities, they fled to Israel, man. So here it is, man. These people, that's another thing that Vocab Malone will speak on, man. I might do a video on that, part 2. All right, so with that, I'm going to leave it right there. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Lord willing, it was a beautiful exposing. All right, so with that, Lord willing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, double honors unto the apostles, bishops, and elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom and Abba.